Hey, how you guys doing today? So, this is going to be, I'm gonna give you a mind state today. This is going to be like an industry insight, but it's a mind state thought process. And the way I look at it from that aspect is, what do you in the life insurance industry, how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as an agent? Do you see yourself as kind of fluttering along? Do you kind of see yourself like you're just trying to figure it out? You help those that can be helped. What do you see? How do you see? And the reason I'm asking that question is because I think you might see it a little different when you get my perspective. Being that, been in the industry for 7 years, first and foremost, I realized this. I realized that I am not a life insurance agent. Well, technically I am. I am a life insurance agent, but I'm not just a life insurance agent. I am a life insurance agent, but I am also a creator using life insurance as a vehicle to obtain abundance. And the reason I say that is because I don't look at clients specifically as just a get in, get out situation. I had enough of that when I was doing door to door. I look at clients like I look at my grandmother who passed away. I look at clients like I look at my 93-year-old grandmother that's still alive and everything like that. Like I want you don't necessarily the reason that you can actually have a life insurance policy where the person you're their agent forever is if you can apply something that they'll never get from another agent ever. And do you know what that is? You can apply the ability to show them that that you care for them so much that you're willing to do your due diligence to make sure that not only do you keep them as a client, but you get them the best deal possible. See, if you're in final expense, it's kind of challenging to do that. You might be able to do a grandkid, child rider, or you may be able to talk to them about their family, but their kids might be under 50, and you know that the policy under 50 is a little bit more challenging than the policy at 50. So you usually tend to just focus on that one person. Let me show you how much of a creator of abundance I am. I had this lady out in St. Louis. This is my career high right here in a day. But when I literally worked with the lady, she was talking about, okay, well, that's cool. You can do that for me. But I still got these policies on my two daughters, and I have grandkids, and I only have a policy on one grandkid. I said, how many grandchildren do you have? She said, she said five. I said, well, wouldn't it be amazing as a grandmother if you would be able to cover all five of your grandchildren with $50,000 whole life? You get it? The grandkid from child right now to when they turn 18, they have $50,000. Five of them. That's $50,000 each. One of her youngest grandchildren was 1 years old. 18 years of knowing that anything, God forbid, happens to your child, $50,000. Second, when they turn 18, they had the guaranteed option to flip the policy to an adult policy and get an additional $50,000. Here's the thing. The grandchildren literally have a cash value just like the adults do. So therefore, think about it this way. If whole life advances at 3.5%, which is better than a bank account, better than a bank account, 3.5%, don't you know that when that grandkid turned 30, they could literally go into their cash value and borrow enough to get a new car? No, that's thinking. Second, she had two daughters. They both only had like $10,000 each on them. They're in their 20s. We gave them $150,000 term, but it's convertible. And it will literally convert all $150,000 to whole life. Here's the other thing, and that's they got 10 years to be able to convert it to the $150 to up to $150,000. But this is the thing. It's taking care of the daughters during their time while they're having children. And this is a black family. So if you know anything about black women have the highest death situation when it comes to pregnancy because they have issues with the health system overlooking them. So God forbid a sad situation happens during a pregnancy or something, $150,000. Now, think about this. When they turn 32 and 37, because it's 10 years, they'll still never have to worry about buying another life insurance policy. And now they'll have cash value from their 30s all the way up. Now, you're telling me they won't be able to not only take care of their family, but as they grow that cash value, they will actually have the ability to use that as a vehicle for whatever they need down the road. Now, so that's seven people that I helped out right there, and they all have technically $100,000 apiece. Now, the mother was paying, she was paying for $17,000 policy with another company. It just so happened that I sold it to her at the other company. But knowing the situation, when you know better, you'll do better. So I told her what I was going to do was not only, here's the thing, not only I'm not replacing, I'm giving her the option to surrender those policies and get the money out of it because she's had them for years. Second, we're going to take this, we're going to get a new policy. And what she's going to be able to do now is instead of $17,000, she's getting $31,000. And it's it's $25 cheaper than she was paying for the 17. But overall savings that she had, remember, she had four people covered. Her two daughters, and her grandson. She covered eight people, three generations for $45 less than she was paying for the other policies. Abundance, legacy. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. So don't ever start thinking that you are just a life insurance agent for the hit it and quit it. Maybe it'll pay, maybe it'll last. Look at it from this aspect that you are a creator and you're creating an abundant life for the families you protect. That's all I had to say today. That's a quick rant. I just thought I'd take a little bit of time and step to you and let you know that you can do it too. Yeah. Garrett Moore signing off.